Hello, aviation enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into the intricate world that buzzes behind the scenes of an airport. We're going to delve into the nuts and bolts of airport operations, breaking down its complex systems into digestible morsels. From terminal operations to air traffic control, we'll give you an insider's perspective. So fasten your seatbelts, brace yourselves, and prepare for takeoff into the fascinating world of airport operations. First, let's talk about terminal operations. This is where your journey truly begins when you step foot into an airport. Terminal operations are like the opening act for the grand show that is your flight. It's the first step to ensuring your journey is as smooth as possible. When you arrive at the airport, you are greeted by the hustle and bustle of terminal operations. This is where the check-in procedures take place. Now, you might be thinking, what's so complex about checking in? But there's more to it than meets the eye. The check-in process is the first line of identity verification. It's crucial to ensure that the person boarding the flight is indeed the person they claim to be. This involves verifying your identity against your passport or ID, and this is also when you'll receive your boarding pass. It's like your golden ticket, granting you access to the aircraft. Next up in terminal operations is the luggage check. This is where your bags are sent off to be loaded onto the plane. But before that, they go through a series of checks to ensure they meet the weight and size requirements. Overweight or oversized luggage can affect the balance and safety of the aircraft, so it's crucial to get this right. Then there's the carry-on luggage check. This is to ensure that the items you're carrying onto the plane are safe and within the allowed limits. It's all about safety, after all. And let's not forget about the boarding pass you receive during check-in. It's not just a piece of paper. It holds key information about your flight, including your seat number and boarding time. It's your guide through the airport, leading you to your gate. Terminal operations might seem like a mundane part of airport operations, but they play a pivotal role in ensuring a smooth and safe journey for all passengers. So, next time you're at an airport, take a moment to appreciate the intricate dance of terminal operations happening around you. So that's how your journey begins at the airport, with terminal operations. Next, we move on to security screenings. This stage is a cornerstone of airport operations, acting as a fortress, safeguarding the lives of millions of passengers traveling daily. It's a process that may seem tedious, but it's crucially important for ensuring our safety as we traverse the skies. Imagine a scene where you're about to enter the security checkpoint. Here, the first thing you'll encounter is the physical screening. This involves taking off your shoes and belt and emptying your pockets of any metal objects. These items, along with your carry-on luggage, are then placed into a bin that goes through an X-ray machine. This machine gives the security personnel a peek inside your belongings, helping them spot any prohibited items. But what are these prohibited items? They range from the apparent, like firearms and explosives, to the not-so-obvious, such as certain liquids and gels. It's always a good idea to check the latest restrictions before you pack your bags to avoid any surprises. The next step, walking through the metal detector. This machine detects any metallic items you might still be carrying. If the alarm sounds, a security officer might use a handheld scanner for a more detailed check. It's all about making sure no potentially dangerous items make it onto the plane. In some airports, you might also go through a body scanner. This advanced technology checks for any concealed objects, metallic or non-metallic, ensuring an extra layer of safety. Remember, every airport may have slightly different procedures based on their country's regulations and the airport's own policies. But the goal is always the same, to ensure the safety of all passengers. So the next time you're at the airport, instead of sighing at the long security line, remember the importance of what's happening. Each step, each procedure is there for a reason, contributing to the bigger picture of our safety. Security screenings play a vital role in keeping us safe during our travels. They might seem like a hassle, but they're a small price to pay for our peace of mind as we jet off to our destinations. Once you've cleared security, It's time for the boarding process. This is the phase where the excitement builds up, isn't it? You're one step closer to taking off into the skies. But have you ever wondered how airlines manage to get hundreds of passengers onto a flight in an orderly manner? It's quite a fascinating process. At the heart of it all, boarding is a carefully choreographed dance designed to ensure a smooth transition from the terminal to the aircraft. This dance begins at the gate, where the airline staff announce the start of boarding. Now, this isn't a free-for-all. There's a method to the madness. Airlines typically board passengers based on their seat numbers or zones. This is done to minimize congestion and to keep the boarding process moving along efficiently. First up, we have the passengers in the premium cabins and those with elite status. They get the privilege of boarding first, a little perk for their loyalty or extra investment. Next, the rest of the plane is boarded. Some airlines use a back-to-front method, where passengers seated at the rear of the aircraft board first. This way, those in the front won't block the aisle while stowing their luggage. Others prefer a zone-based system, where the plane is divided into sections and each section is boarded one at a time. However, these methods aren't set in stone. Airlines always strive to improve efficiency and passenger satisfaction, so they often experiment with different boarding strategies. Some are even using complex algorithms to calculate the fastest way to get everyone seated. Of course, all this is done with the help of the ground crew, who guide passengers, check boarding passes, and ensure everyone is in the right place. Their role is crucial in keeping the process running smoothly. And there you have it. A seemingly simple act of boarding a plane is actually a carefully planned and executed operation. It's all about ensuring that you, the passenger, get on your flight in the most efficient way possible. As you can see, the boarding process is a well-orchestrated dance designed to get you on your flight efficiently. Now, let's delve into the world of gate management. Gate management is an orchestration of precision and timing, a ballet of massive machines and their human counterparts, all working in harmony to ensure that your flight arrives and departs as scheduled. It is the unseen cog that keeps the wheels of airport operations turning. At the heart of gate management lies the coordination of aircraft arrivals and departures at the gate. This is a delicate dance, choreographed down to the minute. Every late arrival or early departure can send ripples through the schedule, causing delays and disruptions. Gate managers work tirelessly, balancing the needs of airlines, passengers, and the airport itself to keep things on track. But the work doesn't stop there. Once an aircraft has landed, the gate team swings into action. Ground crew guide the plane to its gate, ensuring it is positioned correctly for the jet bridge to connect. The jet bridge, that extendable corridor you walk through to board or disembark, is another key element managed at the gate. It provides a safe and efficient way for passengers to transition between the terminal and the aircraft. The jet bridge is more than just a hallway. It's a moving piece of the airport puzzle, requiring careful management to ensure it aligns with the aircraft door. This process needs to be handled with precision to avoid damaging the aircraft and to ensure the safety of the passengers. Once the jet bridge is securely attached, passengers can disembark, and the cleaning crew can begin preparing the aircraft for its next flight. This is a race against the clock, with every minute counting. As the aircraft is serviced and restocked, the gate team is already preparing for the next departure. They coordinate with the airline and airport staff to ensure that the boarding process can begin as soon as the aircraft is ready. Gate management is a continuous cycle of arrivals and departures, a symphony of coordination and efficiency. It's a behind-the-scenes world that most passengers never see, but without it, our journeys would be far less smooth. With gate management, every arrival and departure is a coordinated effort to keep things running smoothly. Finally, we have the air traffic control, the unsung heroes of the airport. Air traffic controllers are the maestros conducting an orchestra of aircraft both on the ground and in the sky. But what exactly does their role entail? Picture this: a complex network of planes, each on its own trajectory, each with its own destination. The task of air traffic control is to coordinate these flights, ensuring they depart, cruise, and land safely. And this is no small feat. At any given moment, there are thousands of planes in the sky, each a moving piece in a grand high-stakes puzzle. Air traffic control is divided into three main areas: tower, approach, and en route. The tower controllers handle aircraft within the airport vicinity. Approach controllers guide planes as they ascend and descend within a 40-mile radius, while en route controllers manage the high-altitude, long-distance flight paths. Each role is crucial, each controller a vital cog in a well-oiled machine. They work in tandem, using sophisticated radar systems and communication tools to guide pilots, from orchestrating the swift ballet of takeoffs and landings to managing mid-air traffic and emergencies. Air traffic control is a symphony of precision and teamwork. But their work doesn't end there. They also coordinate with ground crews, managing the flow of aircraft on taxiways and runways, and ensuring safe distances are maintained at all times. Air traffic control is the unseen force that keeps everything moving safely and efficiently in the air. We've now come to the end of our journey through the basics of airport operations. We dived into terminal operations, navigated security screenings, explored the boarding processes, managed the gates, and soared with air traffic control. It's a complex symphony that keeps us moving, keeps us safe. If you found this enlightening, do consider hitting like, sharing, and subscribing for more peeks behind the aviation curtain. Until next time, safe travels.